What's going on, everybody? JD Game here, and today guys we're going to be working on how to build JD Game's custom and playable Hello Neighbor map in Minecraft. So as you guys can see, the build's just over there, and I hope you guys caught the preview. If you haven't got the preview of what the build looks like and how the game works, definitely go check that out. I will have a link in the description below. So you might be wondering, why are you starting over here? Don't you want to start where the actual house is? Well, I thought this time around I actually want to show you guys what we're going to be doing in each episode. So if we flip around, I just finished recording the entire thing, and here's what we'll be working on for episode 1. We're going to work on the frame of the house, we're going to do all the outside of it, we're going to work on the walls and the doors on the inside, and then we're going to save the actual interior for episode 2. Another thing that I want to start adding is I want to do a ranking on how hard the build is and how long it's going to take. So I will definitely have numbers pop up on the screen, and without further ado guys, honestly, let's grab some blocks and let's just get right into it. Okay, so before we begin the build, there's going to be 3 block types we're going to need just to start. We're going to need some smooth stone, some gravel, and some cobblestone. Now to begin, what we're going to do is we're actually going to work on the driveway, and then we're going to make our way up to the front of the frame of the house. So the first thing to do is you're going to want to find a nice open area, and you're also going to want to find a world where you can actually build down if you want to have a nice basement. So just make sure to keep that in mind before you actually get started. Okay, so the first step is going to be to place 1 smooth stone brick just down on the ground. Then you're going to want to place 6 gravel blocks and then 1 more smooth stone as well. After that, from this block, we're going to count out 14, but that's including this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Once we have 14 blocks placed, we're going to grab our cobblestone, we're going to place 1 up just like this, and then after that, we're going to go 8 blocks across. And guys, please note, whenever I say any blocks across, up, down, whatever, anytime I mention like 8, that's including the one we already have placed. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to come 4 blocks back, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to go 7 across, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to go 4 back again, just like this. See, we got 4 blocks. And then we go 20 across. Once again, don't forget, this is going to be the last warning that anytime I mention a number, the block that's already there is included. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And as you can see, we got the first little frame going for the house now. Okay, so for the next step, one thing I want you guys to know is this step is going to get very confusing very fast. We're going to be working on the frame all the way around, and I can't stress enough how important this step is. So when we get later on into the details with the walls and the interior, you guys can honestly customize that. But when it comes to the frame, I can't stress enough how important it is to get this part right. So I recommend watching this part through at least once, and then going back and actually working on it. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to come to the right side here with our cobblestone, and we're going to go 10 blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to go 5 blocks across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once we have that complete, we go 10 more blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once that 10 is done, we're going to go 8 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure I missed this one. Let me do a quick recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect. Once we have that done, we're going to go 2 more back. So 1, 2. Then once we have these 2 blocks placed, we're going to go 5 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is kind of the shape that you guys should be roughly getting by now, I'm hoping. Okay, so now that we have that done, what we're going to do is we're going to go 3 back. So 1, 2, 3, just like this. And now I'm facing the back half of the build now, by the way, as you can see the front's behind me. Once we have those 3 blocks back complete, we're going to go 13 more across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then we're going to start moving in the other direction, so we're going to move towards the front of the build. So we're going to go 2 blocks up, so 1, 2, just like this. 5 more across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go 3 up, so 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to come 10 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you did it right, there's a good chance that both of this end right here and the front end should meet up perfectly. So let's go confirm that. Perfect. Hopefully this is somewhat what you guys got. Like I said, hopefully you watch this one way through and then you started working on it, but nonetheless, this is where we're at. So without further ado, let's just continue. So now we're going to turn our attention back to the driveway for a little bit. So we're going to grab our smooth stone bricks again. We're going to come down, and from this block that we placed earlier, once again, if you forget, it's just from the original one, we placed 6 gravel and then the smooth stone. We're going to place 6 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like this. And once again, your total should be 6. I apologize, sometimes I say up. By up I mean forward, and don't worry, when we go in an upwards direction, I'll be more exact. Then we're going to go 6 blocks across from this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once we have that done, we go 2 up like this. Then we're going 4 across, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2 up, 2 over, and 2 up, just like this. And as you can see, our driveway is starting to come together. Then we're going to grab our gravel, and what we're going to do is where we made this line, we're just going to complete the line with the gravel. And then what we can do is this entire area right here, we can actually shave out all the grass and we can just turn it into gravel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that off camera, but once again, all this grass area, just take it out and turn it into gravel. So here's what you should have a basic idea of. As you can see, we just got the stone frame with a cobblestone frame for the entire house and the driveway complete with the gravel. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to build the little deck up front. So we're going to need some spruce wood slabs, some spruce wood stairs, and honestly that's about it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come right down and around this corner right here. We're going to grab our wood slabs, and we're just going to count out 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to grab our stairs, and we're just going to put some right there. Then we're going to do that exact same thing twice. So we're going to come out 2 blocks, and then all we got to do is fill this in. Also, a little thing to note, I don't know if you guys have the same problem, but on the PS5, we can no longer spam slabs. We actually have to click the button and place them one by one, which is kind of dumb, but hey, I don't create the game, I guess. There we go, so then we just put our stairs on the edge just like this. Then we're going to grab our spruce wood slabs once again, and at the last 3 blocks right here, we're just going to come out 3 slabs just like this. Then on the edge, we're just going to place some stairs, and as you can see, the stairs perfectly line up with the stone. Then we're going to grab our spruce wood slabs, and we're just going to continue a line all the way to the end. Then from there, we're going to come out 1 block, and we're going to skip it, and then we're going to go over 1. And as you can see, we just have a frame like this, and it should be 5 blocks on the end. Then we're going to grab our stairs, we're just going to put it on the end here. And then we're also going to put it just at the front, just like this. So here I'll fly up, you guys can get a good look of what we kind of just built here. Okay, so for the next step, we're actually going to start building the front of the house and all the walls around it. So we're going to need some pillared quartz blocks, some light blue concrete, some dark oak trapdoors, and some glass. So the first step is going to be to grab the pillared quartz, and we're just going to go to the front 2 corners and go up 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go to the other corner and we're going to go up 5 as well. And then we're just going to connect it like this. Then we're going to go to the back blocks and we're going to do the exact same thing. And we're going to connect it with the front. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start filling this in with blue concrete. So let's just fill in the front wall. Then once that's done, we're going to fill in both sides. And then we got the front part done. Then what we're going to do on the left side is we're going to go to this corner. We're going to do the exact same thing. Pillared quartz blocks on the corner, up 5 blocks. And connect it with the main part that we just built. Then we're going to grab our light blue concrete once again, and we're just going to fill this entire thing in. But on this one, we're actually going to put a window in. So from this quartz, we're going to go to the middle 2 blocks. We're going to grab our dark oak trapdoors. We're going to go 1 block. This one we're going to skip. And then we're going to place 2 dark oak trapdoors just like this. Then we're going to break 2 across. We're going to replace those with glass. Then we're going to grab our trapdoors once again. And we're just going to place them, creating a window. Then on the other side of things, we're going to grab the pillared quartz blocks once again. We're going to go all the way across. We're going to go to the corner. We're going to go up 5. As you can see, it should line up properly. And one thing I do want to note, honestly, it's all personal preference, but this corner block, you can have it go across so it sits on top, or you can place it upwards like what I like to do, and it just kind of makes a nice merge just like that. Then we're going to grab our light blue concrete. Similar to everything else, we're just going to fill it all in. And then, of course, once we got this all filled in, I'm going to show you guys a few little steps, and we're going to build some windows. So we're going to grab our dark oak trapdoors, skip a block, place 2 trapdoors, break out 2 blocks, we can replace with glass, of course. Then we're going to place our dark oak trapdoors, and we're going to do this exact same process once again. So skip 1, trapdoors, break for the glass. Once that's complete, we grab our dark oak trapdoors, and we just place them like that. Then for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to skip a block, break this entire row, and we're actually going to add a layer of pillared quartz, just like this. Then on the other side of things, we're going to skip a block once again, place dark oak trapdoors, we're going to break out for glass, and then we're going to place some trapdoors. And a good way to know if you did this right, as you can see, there should always be a 1 block gap of blue between all the windows and the walls. So, see right there? Blue, 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 and red. No, I'm just kidding, blue. Alrighty, there we go. So we got the front half done. Now we're going to work on the walls all around. So for the next set of things, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pillared quartz blocks, and you could honestly start on either side of things. I'm just going to choose the right side, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pillared quartz blocks, and we're just going to go up 5 blocks everywhere, and we're just going to connect everything. So as you can see, this is the first one. I just built 5 up, and we just connected it across. And we're going to do this on every single corner. So if you guys would like, I'm not going to skip this step. I'm actually going to show it. So if you want to watch and just see how everything's done, we could definitely do that, because there are a few little tricky spots, like right here. So you might think, oh, well, we should do the inside corner because it'll connect perfectly. That's actually not the case. You want to do everything that's exposed to the outside. So we go up 5, and see, you just come across, and it just connects just like that. Then we got right here, which is perfectly fine. That's not a complicated one. Go to the very bottom, connect. And as you guys can see, it's a little off-putting right here how it's just one. All the inside is actually going to end up being replaced later on, but for the time being, we're just going to keep it for reference points. Then once again, see how it's only a 2? We have to go to the further outside. Then we're going to connect it, although here it's going to connect nicely. There we go. Then for right here, once again, on the outside corner, we're going to connect it across, corner, oops, and then these are going to be our last 2. So we connect here, whoops, went one a little too high, come on, there we go, and then of course, let's just finish it off right here. Perfect. There we go. Now all we got to do is fill everything with blue concrete walls. Once we get that done, I will be right back. Alrighty, so now that all our walls are filled in, there's going to be 3 steps that we have to do. The first step is going to be to put a door at the front, the second step is going to be to go to the back half, and the third step is going to create some windows. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the front of our build, we're going to grab a dark oak door and oak wood planks. So all we're going to do is we're going to go to the middle, we're going to break out 2 blocks, we're going to break out the floor, we're going to place the oak wood planks, and then we're going to place the dark oak door just like that. Then once again, we're going to flip around to the other side of the build, turn around, then we're going to come down and go to the left-hand side to begin. We're going to grab our dark oak trapdoors, we're going to skip out a block, we're going to place 2 dark oak trapdoors, break out 2 blocks, replace it with glass, and then we're going to grab our dark oak trapdoors once again, and we're just going to place them as so. This way, as you can see, like the other windows, we have spacing of 1 block each, like for the top and the bottom layer with the blue concrete. Then we're going to come around to the right side, And on this side, it's going to be a little different. We're going to space out by 2. So then on the third block, as you can see, we're going to do the dark oak trapdoors, break out 2 to replace with glass. Once that's done, we're going to place our trapdoors, and there we go. That's about it for the frame on the first level. Okay, so now with the outside finished, we're really going to push to start working on the inside. So the first step is going to be to grab some cobblestone and then walk inside the build. After we walk inside, we're actually going to start working on this left corner right here. So including these 3, we're going to count out 13 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. On this 13th block, we need to go out 3, so including this one, 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, it should line up perfectly with this wall right here. Then, once we get that complete, we're actually going to work on the complete opposite side. So if we come back to the entrance, we're going to work on this side now. And for this one, it's actually much easier. We're just from this wall, we're just going to go all the way across to the end and connect it. Then from this side, we have to count out 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on this 8th block, we have to come out 2 or 3, including this one, just like this. And it's just going to create an extra little wall. Then we're going to come to the back half of where we just built, and we're going to count out 8 blocks. And once we get to that 8th one, we're actually going to break the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. So watch what I mean. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Because we're actually going to be putting a stairway in right there. Then we're going to grab our oak wood planks, and everywhere that we just built, we're going to actually replace with oak wood. So I'm just going to go like this so you guys know that's the cutoff, because once again, I want to use reference points. I want to work on the frame first. So let's fill all this in, and we'll also actually fill in the left side right there. So we're going to fill all this. Once we get that filled, I will be right back. Perfect, so now that we got all this oak wood filled in, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our cobblestone, and right here on this edging, what we're going to do is we're going to break a line. We're going to put all cobblestone in its place because it's going to end up being a wall. And then from this area, we're going to put in a few doors. So the first one is going to be actually right here on this original wall, and if we come to this corner, we pop out 1 block, and it's going to be right here. Guys, I would really watch this part. It's hard to explain. It's a lot easier to just watch, and you'll see it, and then you'll know what I mean. Then from there, we're going to go to the wall we just built. We're going to count out 1 block, so 1, and then we're going to go on the second, and we're going to break it and replace it with oak wood. And then for this side, what we're going to do is from this corner, we're going to count 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to break it and place some oak wood. Then if you would like, you can place the dark oak, not trapdoors, but the regular doors for now. And then we're not quite going to fill it in with walls just yet, because I want to keep the frame all down, and then we'll work our way up. So for now, those are the walls, and give me 1 second, and I'll be back with some more instructions. Okay guys, so I'm going to be honest, slow and steady is probably going to win the race on this one, so we're just going to take it a few rooms at a time here. So the first step is going to be to grab our cobblestone, and we're going to go down to where we have our little staircase area, which is right here. Now the first step that we're going to do is we're just going to grab our cobblestone, and we're just going to make a line all the way across, and as you can see, it should line up perfectly with this wall right here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our cobblestone once again, we're going to go to this pillar, and then we're going to connect it all just like this. From that point on, if we're looking from the front of the build, and we move over to this room right here, we're going to come down, and we're going to break a 3-block gap just like this, because it's just going to make for a hallway. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our cobblestone, and we're going to come straight across just like this, and then we're going to do it once again right here. Now we're just going to install a few doors. So the first one is actually going to be right here for the original part of the build. We're going to break this block, replace it with oak, and then put our dark oak door. As you can see, if you walk in, it's just going to be right there. Once again, this part is a lot easier to watch than it is to explain, so if you guys just want to take a peek, that would be perfect. Then we're going to come across the room. We're going to count out 1 block from this cross beam right here. We're going to break it. Dark oak, or just regular oak planks with a dark oak door. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in this room and this room with oak wood. Leave these two out of it right now. We're going to start with these two, and I will be right back. So now that we have all of that done and everything's filled in, we're just going to wrap up the last two rooms. So we're going to grab our cobblestone, we're going to go to our original, where the place for the stairs is going to be, so our staircase. We're going to grab our cobblestone and we're just going to work right across like this. Now with that complete, for this little entrance right here, we're actually just going to break the block in the middle, place our oak planks in the dark oak door. Then for the bathroom and the tool room, what we're going to do is we're going to come back here and we're going to count out 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th, which is right here, we're going to break it. We're going to place a dark oak door, and what makes it easy is on both sides, it lines up to be the same. So we're just going to break that, place the dark oak door. Now all that we have to do is we just have to put some oak on the floors. And one last thing that I just remembered. What we're going to have to do is we're going to come around on the other side, and we're actually going to break the middle block. Actually, skip that step for now. I'm going to have to go back. Don't worry, I will figure out what it is. But all we have to do is we're going to place oak wood all on the floor here, all on the floor here. And there's 2 more doors we're going to put in. We're going to put in one right about here and here. I just want to get the exact coordinates, so give me 1 second. Fill your floors in the meantime, and then I'll be right back with the doors. Okay, so now I have the final coordinates, so we're going to put in those doors. Then we're going to actually build the staircase up. So what we're going to do is for the last 2 doors, we're just going to go to this main entrance hallway right here. We're going to come to the very end, and as you can see, we're going to count out 3 blocks worth of space, and then on the 4th, we place the door. Then on the inside of things, there should be an exact middle, and you actually just have to place the door, as you can see, right in the exact middle right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab some dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place 3 right here, just like this. And all we have to do is we're just going to build a staircase up all the way to the point where we can get to the ceiling, or the roof, I should say. So we got 3, and then we should have at least 2 more, I believe. So we got 4, and then finally 5. Perfect, just like this. And then finally, to wrap this up, we're going to grab some bricks, and yes, it specifically has to be bricks, and we're just going to place a row of bricks right here so people can't get up the staircase. And there we go. Now we pretty much have all the interior done. So now at this point, we're pretty much going to be working on our final step for the video. But luckily for you guys, you have nothing to worry about, because actually all of the videos for this series should all be either premiering half an hour apart, or they're all going to be released together. I haven't decided yet, but you guys would know. Me in this moment, I actually don't know. But nonetheless, we're at our last step for this video. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our light blue concrete, and everywhere that you see cobblestone blocks, all we're going to do is we're going to go up 4 blocks. So you do have to stay underneath the quartz level, because we're actually going to replace the entire thing, like the entire top is going to be oak. So we're not going to do that in this video, because I actually want to do the interior without a roof, because it makes it a lot easier, and you guys will see too. But all of the cobblestone at this point now, we're just going to fill it all in, and we're just going to make it light blue concrete. So I'm going to do a little bit of it on video, but the rest of it I'll allow you guys to do. Fairly easy step, you guys have nothing to worry about. And then of course, when you do get over doors, all you have to do is build up and over just like this. One thing I do want to mention is, when you actually go inside the house, it seems fairly big, but when you actually break it down like this, it seems so small. It's so weird. I don't know. But alrighty guys, I'm going to fill in a little bit of this, and you guys should too. Once we have that fully complete, we'll actually be pretty well done for this video. And here we go. Here's what we got. Not gonna lie, looking pretty good. Now that we got the whole first floor done. But before we go, there is a few little tweaks that I actually want to fix before we end this video, just to save myself for the next one. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into the room right over here where the stairs are. And one thing I forgot to do is just close off the room. So see where our door is from the inside? All we're going to do is we're going to break the oak, place some cobblestone, although it's a little unnecessary because it's going to get covered up. But we're pretty much just going to place the light blue concrete just like this. and you do have to stay underneath the stair level, because once again, this will all end up being oak once we get further into the series. Then once we have that done, we're actually going to grab our light blue concrete, and any of the pillared quartz that's on the inside that we can replace with blue concrete that isn't visible from the outside, we're actually going to do that. So if we go to the main entrance, you're going to see right here, this entire row we should be able to get rid of, and it actually doesn't impact the outside at all. So we can just change that. We can change this as well. And just go around the build looking, see right here, anywhere that you see pillared quartz that it won't change the outside if we break it, we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to take out. So once again, right here, let's get rid of that. There should be, yep, one more right here, and that should do it. There we go. Everything looks good. Well guys, that's pretty much going to conclude it for episode 1. Don't forget, definitely go check out the rest of the series. It should all once again be released together, or at least it should be premiering half an hour apart. I'm not too sure how long this video is going to be. Should be roughly at least 15 to 20 minutes, I'm assuming. So by the time you're finished all these steps, that video is definitely out. So if you want to go continue the series right away, by all means, go for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. But anyway, till next time guys, peace.